A, B, C. This might sound a little bit crazy, but are you mispronouncing some of the letters of the alphabet? Let's take a closer look. Hey guys, it's Jeff of Fluent American again, and we're looking at some of the most mispronounced letters of the alphabet. Naturally, I don't think that this is going to be necessary for all the letters, especially if you already have lots of experience with English, but there are a couple of tendencies I see with students to mispronounce certain letters, especially if you're going for an American English accent. This may not reveal itself very often in your speech, but for times where you need to spell things, or there's an acronym, or situations like that, obviously pronouncing letters clearly and correctly will be important. So we're just going to be focusing on some of the letters that I notice students have the most trouble with. Starting with the first letter, A. A. What I see with students a lot is they kind of have their mouths closed a little bit too much, so the sound is coming off a little more like but it's more A. Notice how open and wide this is. A. Your back of the tongue is down. You're also fighting to raise the front of your tongue a little bit. It's going to be a little bit weird because when you open your mouth, the front of your tongue is going to want to go down too. But try to fight to keep that front of your tongue up a little bit. And that's going to help balance the sound. And again, it should sound like A. The letter A, like in words like take or save. A. Lots of air coming through the back of your mouth. Another vowel sound. I. So again, you're starting with your mouth open and wide, I, and then you're closing it, raising your tongue, I. Something else that may be helpful there too is at the end of the vowel sound, have the sides of your tongue touch your top teeth, I. You can also see this sound in words like wife, or buy. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. R. Before you get to that sound where the back of your tongue is high and the front of your tongue is high, you want to make sure that ah sound comes in clearly enough where your mouth is wide and your tongue is low. R. A lot of students kind of rush through that first part and just kind of get to like but it's R. Just make sure you're starting with your mouth wide enough. Our next group consists of lots of letters, but they all have something in common. Even though these are consonant sounds, they all start with an sound. For instance, like F, or N. So what you need to do is to make sure that your mouth is wide enough to let air through, but it doesn't need to be super open. And you want your tongue to take up a lot of space in your mouth, raising the back, the middle, and the front of your tongue to at least the mid position, if not a little higher. And again, it should sound like for instance, in words like best, or get. And again, you can hear this in these consonant sounds like F, M, N, S. All those notice actually start with a vowel sound, What I think is happening for a lot of students is especially the back of the tongue sounds a little bit down, so you're letting lots of air through. So it becomes like F, or like ass, but it's more F, S. Let less air through by blocking it with the back of your tongue. Hey guys, really quick, if you want to get more practice with letters like this, or words, or sounds, maybe you should be in our Telegram group. You can find more information at patreon.com/fluentamerican. Lastly, the letters P and B. It's like P, B. They have the same mouth position where you're just pressing your lips together, but for the B sound, make sure your throat is vibrating. So again, B, especially for my Arabic speakers out there, and P. The only difference for the B sound, making sure that you get that vibration in your throat. For other speakers, they may have trouble with the P and the B to make sure that you can get enough air through. So there's always that famous test where you can hold up a piece of paper close to your lips, and when you say like P, you should be able to move that piece of paper a little bit with your breath. If you're not, that means that maybe you're not getting enough air through. So again, when you say P and B, they're plosives, you should feel that air moving. have other letters that you find difficult to say? Be sure to let me know in the comments.